This is the 2025 Rutland-Melton CiCLE Classic, the only UCI one-day event in the UK. CiCLE has only been on the men's calendar since 2005, but has quickly built a rich history and strong legacy with its famous gravel sectors setting it apart from other races in the country. The route sends the peloton in and out of small towns, across farm tracks and around tricky technical loops, looking closer to a Belgian cobbled classic than a British circuit race. And that's why we love it. It's different and incredibly difficult in ways that are rarely seen in the UK. The broken roads, farm tracks and straight up gravel sectors are of course the main attraction. Similar to the cobbled sectors of Paris-Roubaix, riders will be battling hard for prime position heading into these roads as the risk of mechanicals, crashes and general carnage increases dramatically. There is a women's edition of CiCLE held early in the season as the opening round of their national series, which Lucy Harris won this year with a well-timed late attack from a reduced front group after an attritional race. Bit of subtle foreshadowing there. Take a look through some of the past winners and you'll see a good mix of breakaway wins, solo rides and bunch kicks. Connor Dunn won one of the most exciting editions in 2016 with a well-executed solo win. Gabs Calais won in 2018 in a bunch kick, as did World Tour rider Luc Lamperti in 2023. Another reason we love this race so much is that it creates a mixing pot of European Conti teams and top UK amateur talent. James Mackay got on the podium for third in 2023 whilst racing for Cycling Sheffield, an elite club team. The race got underway in the unusually warm weather with a fast run towards the first climbs and rough sectors. TAP's Cam McLaren and Otto van Zanden grabbed the first couple of preems as the riders attempted to get ahead of the race early. UCI Conti teams Park Hotel Valkenburg and MGK showed their strength early by setting a fierce pace at the front of the peloton. The Italian MGK team only had 4 riders on the start list, but that didn't stop them throwing their weight around early at the front of the race. At the first passing of the Sommerberg at 67 kilometers, a strong group of 11 started to break clear with representation from most of the big teams. Park Hotel and MGK made it with multiple riders, with Raptor, Muc-Off SRCT and the Southeast team also making the cut. What followed for the next 100 kilometers was a brutal fight between the breakaway and a quickly disintegrating peloton. Multiple strong riders that missed the initial move tried their luck at attacking out of the main group, but nothing was making a big enough dent in their advantage. The high pace set in the peloton from these attacks and relentless chasing caused it to almost completely explode and was reduced to groups no bigger than 10 riders as they hit the final road section to the finish. In the breakaway, Dutchman Otto picked up the all-important Alston Special Beer Award, a preem that would send him back home with his body weight in beer. The break also kept their pace extremely high as riders were occasionally dropped out the back, and the group was cut down to 6 as they crested the Sommerberg for the final time. With a handful of tarmac kilometers left until the front group entered the finishing straight, Ben Granger wanted to get away from his breakaway companions that included the strong Belgian sprinter Avance. As he rounded the final corner into Coukham with more than enough time to soak in his first ever UCI victory, we had flashbacks to Ben's winning ride at Lancaster Grand Prix last year, where he pulled off a similarly audacious late move. Avance did indeed have a very strong sprint and finished comfortably in second, with Raptor's Dylan Hicks coming in third for an incredible podium ride. Ed Morgan of SRCT came in just behind for fourth, 2 great rides for the UK elite teams. Ben's Garmin unfortunately ended up in a verge somewhere in Rutland, so his stats will remain unknown forever, but 4th place Ed uploaded his file to Strava to reveal some crazy stats. The SRCT man normalized over 340 watts for the first 2 hours whilst his break was forming, 350 watts for the final 8 minutes as he tried to hunt down Granger, and peaked at over 1300 for the final sprint to the line. A huge ride. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to catch more highlights and analysis of British racing this year.